What's up poppin' YouTube? Sankya here. You know what the fuck going on? I'm back for another video, another weekly video as usual. Yeah, I missed y'all. Today we are talking about niggas once again because it's such a large subject. It's so large. There's so much to talk about. Today we're talking about my personal experiences once again. Yo, I feel like I say that in every single video. We're gonna be talking about my unforgivables in relationships, or you know, to be relationships and stuff like that. And it's all, not all things that I've been through, but things that I've witnessed, like with my friends, with, you know, other people, shit that I've heard, stuff like that. These are things that, God forbid, I ever forgive a nigga for doing to me. Like, these are things that should never be forgiven. Obviously, when you're in a relationship, it's not as easy. You get a little bit weaker, you know, like, it's kind of hard to have the same head on your shoulders when you are, you know, 6 feet deep into your feelings about a nigga. But I really hope and pray that I don't ever get to a point where I forgive the things I'm gonna mention, because they're absolutely terrible, and I'm gonna explain why. So first thing is a nigga cheating. Obviously this should always be at the top of the list, and I never thought I would say this in my life, but I'm saying it. This one is a bit tricky. It's not as much of a deal breaker as I tended to believe before. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying it. It's making me sick. But the more you grow up and the more you get into relationships, you realize that it's just not black and white, what you can forgive and what you shouldn't forgive, or what you won't forgive, depending on your capacity to forgive in a relationship. First thing is, and I'm not saying that's normal, I'm just telling you guys how it is. Everybody has their own definition of what cheating is to them and what it means to them, how they define it, their tolerance to it, what their limits are, and then there's the circumstances around the cheating. Like, it's not as simple as we make it seem to be. It's a bunch of things, right? I personally consider anything that is entertaining another woman while you're in a relationship cheating. But for another person, it might be kissing. For another person, it might be fucking. It's like, you know, we all have a different. I was actually having this debate with one of my guy friends. We were talking about whether or not somebody that cheats on you can be in love with you. I know you guys might be listening to me like, what the hell is this girl talking about? Like, for years she's been talking about niggas and, you know, their dumb shit on YouTube, and now she's talking about you might be able to forgive a nigga for cheating. What the hell? Let me explain. So I was like, I don't believe that a nigga can have the balls to lack so much self-control that he cheats on me and still be in love with me. That's my personal opinion, and I stand on that. I feel like I also have opportunities to cheat outside. Niggas find me cute, you know, like I could be doing dumb shit, but I don't while I'm in a relationship. I am super straight. I'm completely and utterly focused on my nigga. Like, that's a fact. And my friend was like, you know what, I understand where you come from, but the reason why I tend to disagree, he wasn't completely disagreeing. He was like, men are from a very young age conditioned to hunt. You know, when we talk about niggas like to chase and stuff like that, niggas like to run after you and stuff, it's like, because that's what they were built to do since very young, they have to go after the girl, and they have to make the efforts, and they have to do all of that. It's like they thrive for that experience every single time. So what he was saying is that for them to see a woman, to chase her, to make the efforts, to charm her, to do everything until they get to the point where they know they got her, is something that they've been taught to do since very young, since literally decades of their life. So it's kind of easy for not easy, sorry, for them to let go of, and it wouldn't be as easy as us women, who are the chasees, are making it seem. So basically his point is that, for example, one night stand, the nigga cheats on you with a girl that he found attractive at the club, whatever. It's because they would have had like that moment of weakness, kind of, and you know, in the thrill of the moment of this whole procedure of, you know, chasing a girl and being in the thrill of getting her, basically they would have made that mistake. But that wouldn't mean that their heart belongs to somebody else. For me, after that discussion, that's my whole thing about it's maybe not as easy as we're making it, you know, or as simple as we're making it sound, because even though it's unforgivable to me, I'm agreeing with the fact that it's a bit more complicated than just Oh, my nigga cheated on me, goodbye. Also, I've learned to be a bit more comprehensive with women who decide to stick with their nigga after they've been done dirty by them, especially with the cheating side. And before I was completely like, oh my god, never. But till this day, the reason why I'm putting it in my unforgivables is because I haven't found myself in a circumstance where I would feel like, okay, you know what, yeah, he did cheat on me, but I'm finding the strength to forgive him. I can't. Like, if you cheat on me, I better not know, because if I know, you're out. I mean, if I don't know, well then, nigga, we're gonna stay together. What the fuck you want me to do? But if I know, you're out. Second thing is a nigga having a baby on me. Bitch, Jesus himself could not convince me to take that nigga back. Like, what the hell? A whole baby, nigga, like, the fuck? And now I have to be the good person, the good girlfriend that has to take more responsibility and play the stepmommy role because you couldn't keep your dick in your pants? What? I do not see, and literally, even if I put my glasses on, I do not see how women move past that. Strong ass human beings, because me, a bitch like me, girl, I would never take it out on the child. I gotta take it out on the nigga because it's not the child's fault. But bitch, no, I'm not strong enough for that shit. Third thing, a nigga making another woman feel like she got a one-up on me. This is absolutely an ego thing. Like, as soon as I feel that you let a woman get to know a part of you that only I'm supposed to know, you're gonna get the worst of me. Absolutely an ego thing. Call it whatever you want. I'm not fucking declining and ditching all these attractive ass niggas out here who are chasing me just so you could go share with somebody else the private life, the private relationship that I have with you. That's not happening. I could be as nasty as you and just go out there and make a nigga feel like they also got a one-up on you, but I'm just not built that way. So the answer for me is to leave and let you think about whether or not that little fling was worth it. That's the only way. Literally, I feel like niggas think sometimes that it's exciting when they got options and they got girls out there who don't give a fuck if women are in a relationship and who will literally fuck them while they're in a relationship. That we don't have that as well. Like, as soon as you're a woman, you have people chasing you. Like, all the time. You have people hitting you up on social media. You have people hitting you up at the gas station. You literally have people on you all the time. And I feel like when niggas get into this little thing with women, when they flirt out of the relationship, they don't think that the woman might also have these options. They don't think about that. Anywho, like I said, unforgivable. Another woman cannot have the same position as me. Sorry. Another unforgivable is a nigga that disrespects me. Once. A nigga disrespects me once, I forgive him, give him another chance to redeem himself. Been there, done that. It doesn't work for me. I feel like it could be kind of harsh and, you know, easier said than done. But because I've been there, I could tell you, I feel like there's too many niggas out there to be tolerating shit from one. I'm too young, I'm too beautiful, I'm too in shape to be dealing with disrespect. Easier said than done, again, because sometimes you go through things in a relationship, you don't even realize that it's disrespect until you do, you know? But I'm talking about you're actually with a nigga, whether you're with the nigga or not, whether you guys are in an official relationship or not, and he does something and you realize that it's disrespect because you know that you wouldn't do that to him, you gotta go. Sis, you gotta go. It's mad important if you want to be able to respect that unforgivable or respect that rule, that when you get into something with a nigga, you establish boundaries from the start. If you know my boundaries and you cross them, it's like you knew what you were doing. You know what I mean? Why should we be having this conversation all over again? And it's different if you haven't established certain boundaries and then you realize in the moment when you're being disrespected that it's not something you want to tolerate. Fine. You voice it. If it does happen again, then you would dip. But if it's something that you've already spoken about, you've already told the guy, if you do that to me, you know, like, I'm not gonna take it, I'm gonna be out, you gotta be out as soon as they do it. Because, girl, these niggas will dog you. These niggas will play with you as long as you let them. Don't let that happen. Last thing that I feel like I can place in this video is one of the unforgivables, or one of the things that should at least, girls, please, at least ring a bell. A nigga that disrespects the women in his family. Very embarrassing confession. My ex-nigga once told his mother to shut the fuck up in front of me. I was so shook. I was so embarrassed. I did not tell any of my friends about it. Like, nobody. Not my best friends. Not my sister. Not my close friends. I was just so I don't know, man, it's a weird feeling. We were on FaceTime. He literally told his mother to shut the fuck up because she was bothering him. And it's like, families are complicated. You know, sometimes you have a really bad relationship with your parents and you can't really explain it to somebody on the outside, but it hasn't been pink with my parents my whole life, and it never even crossed my mind to say some shit like that. So the reason why I didn't talk about it to any of my friends, any of my peers, was because clearly I know it was wrong. And I kind of felt like if he did it to me, if he did it to his mother, then he could potentially do worse to me or do the same thing to me. And it made it less real not to talk about it. Like if I was actually talking to somebody about it, they'd be like, bitch, like, you know what to do. And then I would have to have this conversation and justify the fact that I just don't want to leave the nigga. So I kept it to myself. That was that. That flag was red. It was red and it was waving right in front of me, and I decided to ignore it. My mistake, because that relationship was absolutely chaotic. To see a guy being able to treat his mother like he was birthed by somebody else was a traumatic experience. I shut it down. Shouldn't have. But now I know, because with the way he was treating me, I feel like low-key he was maybe punishing me because he couldn't punish his mother the way he wanted it. And I think it's a very deep statement, but I have thought about it for literally months. And I don't know, if he takes shit out on his mother usually and now he has a girlfriend, then why not take shit out on her now, you know? So definitely a red flag. Watch out for the niggas that are disrespectful with their mothers, their sisters, their cousins. All of these people, not a good look. These were my unforgivables, ladies. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope I made sense, because I do tend to talk a lot and just go off topic, but this was my piece. I'm pretty sure there's things I forgot, but if you have unforgivables, I don't even know if, yeah, no, that exists. If you have unforgivables that I haven't spoken about in the video, please write them down below. I'm trying to know what your limits are. I'm trying to know if I'm crazy. I'm trying to know if I'm not crazy enough. You know, I'd like to know. Like, comment, share this video, share this, like, comment. Oh my god, y'all. Like, comment, share this video, everybody, with your parents. You know, motherfucking vibes. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.